my channel. My name is Sharon, and this is a channel that is dedicated to all things related to narcissism. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all types of topics related to narcissism, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. I would really appreciate it if you gave the video a thumbs up. It's a free way you can help me out, and definitely don't forget to leave a comment because I like to read what you have to say. So before I get into today's video, I have an unexpected update related to my divorce. So the last video I told you that I had officially filed for divorce, and I also since that video received confirmation from my attorney that everything went through, it is on the books, we're ready to go. So keep that in mind for what I'm about to say next. So my ex should have received notification that I had filed for divorce either Saturday or possibly Monday. Well, yesterday, guess what? I got served divorce papers. So I don't know why my ex would do this when he already received the paperwork. He knows I filed for divorce. Even if he had had this paperwork, which he probably did, ready to go, he still had it served to me yesterday. Now, actually, it was served to Joe, but I actually received it from him. So I have divorce papers. My ex filed divorce as well. So I don't understand what the point of that is. I'm scanning everything and sending it over to my attorney this morning, and she's going to get back to me, so I'll let you know what happens. The only thing I can think of is a couple of things I want to say about that. I think everything with my ex and all narcissists is about intimidation, making me worried. I think just like he sent the police to the house for a wellness check, knowing that the kids were already fine. I sent them videos. He knew they were fine anyways. He knows I'm not going to hurt the kids. He was pretending that he just didn't know this. So that's an intimidation factor. So I think it's intimidation like, oh, I have an attorney too. His parents, now this is the situation with my ex. I'm not just divorcing my ex. I'm divorcing 3 people, my ex and his parents. Now my ex-father-in-law, I'm just going to call him B because that's what his name begins with, just to make it easier instead of keep saying ex-father-in-law. So B and his wife, B is a narcissist, his wife is codependent. My ex is a narcissist, but my ex is a covert, my B is an overt. The thing about B is that he's still the ruler. He's like this giant ruler in the family. Everybody's afraid of him. My own father, who has been friends with B since college, and they're in their 70s now, has said to me numerous times, which I always thought was very odd, do not get on B's bad side. You do not want B as an enemy. B will destroy anybody that he is enemies with. I've seen it happen. Make sure B is your friend always. And I always thought that was very odd because I'm thinking to myself, my father's telling me this, and I'm like, well, I'm his daughter-in-law. Wouldn't he be nice to me? Wouldn't he think favorably of me? I'm the mother of his grandchildren. Plus, I've always been good to him and his wife. But I'm feeling that wrath now. That warning has come true. My in-laws are very upset with me because I left. I embarrassed them. How dare I? They believe that I am keeping the children away from them. They do not see themselves in this in any way. They haven't seen my kids for 3 years. We're going on 4 years now. They haven't seen them. They don't talk to them. That's their choice. They wanted to see my kids over the summer. They wanted to see them. I'll actually link the video below that I made about this. They wanted to see them for an hour on a specific day that we couldn't do. When I said we couldn't do it and that the kids made the choice not to see them, or one of the kids did, because of things related to them and their son, they lambasted me. B did. He told me that basically, he read me the riot act and told me he knows what's up. And, basically he was cruel in this email. Now, we ended it with a pretty neutral email, but he came at me, and you can hear it in the video that I link. They're not my friends because of this. This has turned them against me. They are now 100% on their son's side. And this is important to understand for anybody who is in a relationship, and this goes narcissism or not. The in-laws, the parents of your significant other are always going to take that person's side. Never believe, well, we're really close, or they would never hurt me. They're always going to take their child's side. So just keep that in mind. These people are paying for my ex's attorney. My ex is, the best way that I can describe him to you is that he is a pitifully inferior man-child. And I'm not saying that to be cruel. That is how he is. He's not a man. This was an issue that we had throughout our marriage. I didn't know about this until I was already about a year into the marriage, and then he stopped hiding it. He was taking finances from his parents. He would call his parents in his 30s asking them for money into his 40s. He was dependent on them. And it was, you can't be in a marriage and have the person you're in a marriage with dependent on his parents still. You can't have somebody who never grows up. I mean, I was married to a child. That's the thing about narcissists. My ex wanted to have all the benefits of an adult, but all the responsibilities of a child. And he let his parents take care of things. So now that we're not together, his parents have him back fully. My ex-mother-in-law couldn't stand to share me with the family. Like our first Christmas together, I wasn't allowed. See, I wasn't allowed. This is the type of thing I put up with, to be with them when we were engaged, because this is her last Christmas with her boy. It was things like that. I was always the outsider. So now they have taken him right back into the fold, but they blame me for everything that's gone wrong. So now they want to punish me, even though they know the things my ex has done. So filing for divorce is punishment to me. Send the police over, it's trying to scare me. Now, it did give me a little bit of a window into what he's doing. My ex did not ask for parenting time in this. He basically understands that he's not going to see our son. For those of you that don't know, I have 2 children. One of them is a minor. So when I speak of my son, that's because he's the minor. So for him, I think what he's trying to do with his parents is have me suffer. He wants a parenting plan. He's talking about parenting classes. I think he's going to go at it where I'm not a good parent. I need to be supervised. I need to have CPS come to Joe's house to see what's going on, how the kids are being raised. Are they being raised properly? Maybe I should have drug and alcohol testing. This is where he's going to go. I really have a feeling he wants me to suffer in this way because it's all he can do. When you get divorced, it's pretty much cut and dry. It's 50-50, 50-50 split of your assets, 50-50 split time with the children, things in the house. It's very 50-50. My ex isn't going to get that, and there's really nothing he can do. Even when it comes to alimony, things like that, child support, there's a mathematical calculation. So it's cut and dry. There's really nothing he can do, but he can make my life miserable related to my son. He can cause me just numerous hoops I have to get through just to be able to live my life. And I do believe that's where he's going. I will keep you up to date on that. The thing that's a little bit, which I can't understand, and I guess I can. Thing about narcissists, they don't really care about anybody else. Because I'm thinking, geez, if you really cared about your kids or your grandkids when it comes to my in-laws, why would they want to hurt me? I'm the only parent these kids have. You'd think they would support me because I'm raising the kids by myself. But instead, what they're going to do is ruin any relationship that they could ever have with these kids. My kids, like so many of your kids, have gone through it, and they know what's happened. They know what I've done. They know why we're here, that it's for them. Everything that's happened, they also gave up an awful lot. They gave up their childhood. It was stolen from them, along with money from my ex. He stole money from them. He stole their innocence. He stole everything from my own kids. And now he's going to not let them be free. They sent him a video, and my son, this actually broke my heart when he said in the video, please just leave us alone so that I can be happy. I mean, that's what he said. I feel like I have tears in my eyes telling you that. Please leave us alone so I can be happy. This is what my kids want. They want to be happy. They want to be free. They don't want an entanglement with him anymore. Any hope he has is dependent on how he acts now. If he really wanted a relationship with these kids, he should be emailing me, telling me, what can I do? I know the kids don't want to talk to me now, but please help me. Maybe I could talk to them on the phone in a couple of weeks. Maybe it's, someone's birthday. Maybe I could send a gift. I know I've done things wrong, but I want the kids to know that I care about them. But instead, it's your mother should be in jail. You should be in jail. You're a horrible person. You're a kidnapper. You're not a good mother. You're this, you're that. That's what is going to happen. So I will keep you updated on it, but all they're doing is ruining a relationship that they could ever have with these kids. And I am not going to back down. I'm not going to be intimidated by this person ever again. That was my life for 20 years, and I am absolutely determined. I am going to stand tall throughout this. I did the best that I could, and this is the thing for so many of us. I know I was a good wife. I know that. So I don't have any regrets with that. I'm not sitting here thinking to myself, well, maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done that. I gave it my all, and I gave it my all much, much longer than I ever should. Now my priority is taking care of these kids. You know, Joe and I have said many times, we're so blessed. We feel so blessed that we can come together and finish raising our kids together. We have the opportunity to send them into adulthood with the right frame of mind, with a good family, a family they can come home to, a family that takes care of them, that loves them. We're merging this family together, and we believe that part of the reason we're together now, we believe God brought us together, and part of the reason is to finish raising our children. But when it comes to our exes, they don't care, and that makes it 100 times more difficult. But I'm going to do the same thing with my ex that Joe has done with his. I will never give him the satisfaction of seeing me upset, ever. No matter what happens, I will stand tall and not let him intimidate me. He will never see me upset. I might talk to you guys and tell you how upset I am. I might talk to Joe and cry in his arms, but my ex will never see it. And that's part of what today's video is talking about perspective, your perspective regarding your future and your ex. Last week, my daughter sent me several panic texts while I was at work. She'd opened the bathroom window and she couldn't close it. So I'm going to read some of what she wrote. It was so humid after my shower, so I cracked the window. Now it's open and won't close. My brother tried to help me, but it stuck. I'm very nervous and upset. I need to tell Joe. I don't think he'll be mad, but what if he is? So I was trying to console her, you know, at work. I'm sending her a text. Joe's not going to be mad. Joe loves you. It's fine. Just tell him, you know, and the thing is, Joe sells insurance, so he's on the phone a lot. So my daughter kept trying to talk to him, and she was sending me texts. Like, I tried, but the phone rang again. Oh, he's still on the phone. So she was like freaking out for a long period of time because his phone kept ringing. Finally, she was able to talk to him. And this is what she wrote to me after she spoke with him. As soon as I said I cracked the window, he laughed and was like, "You can't close it? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll figure it out when I'm off work." I feel so much better now. I was so upset, though. I thought he was going to be mad, but he wasn't. I know we don't need to be scared of him, but I think I struggle around adult men more than I realized. I also did. I've mentioned in other videos, I have a fear of adult men, and that is exactly related to the way that I grew up and my ex. Anytime a man started to get angry, bad things happened. So I've been terrified. Even Joe, and he's been nothing but the sweetest person ever. If I think he's upset, or if he's upset about something completely unrelated to me, there's a fear that I have. I'm working on that now, and my daughter is too. And that hurts me, that here's my daughter. I don't want that to be her legacy. So many of us have to, take apart, undo the damage that the narcissistic parent did. And I'm working on that with her now. Joe's so sweet and kind and loving, so it's a blessing that she can be around that. But until she's over it, she has like this fear. She does something wrong. And it wasn't even anything wrong. She opened a window and she didn't have the strength to pull it back closed. She was afraid. This is the legacy that the narcissist leaves. I was so afraid of my ex. I put up with so much abuse from him. I was physically assaulted by him. I was abused with the silent treatment over and over and over. He abused me financially, and I was afraid of this person. I didn't know what he was going to do. I lived my life in terror. I was so used to feeling fear in the pit of my stomach. But I want to tell you who the narcissist really is. I'm sure many of you have seen the movie The Wizard of Oz. So the wizard is one of the main characters, and he's supposedly this powerful figure. Well, the reality is that what he really was a small con man using tricks to impress everybody. That was the wizard. Everybody was in awe of him. He was the solution to everybody's problem. And Dorothy and her friends were trying to find him because he was going to help them. But when they found him, they discovered he was a small nothing. That's who the narcissist is. Once you understand, if you picture the narcissist, have you heard people say, if you're going to give a speech, picture everybody naked, right? It'll relax you. Similarly, although I don't know if that's really the best thing. I don't know if I was giving a speech if I want to picture everyone naked, but I'm sure you've heard that. Think about that with the narcissist. When you get intimidated by the narcissist, remember who they really are. They are pitifully inferior. The reality, the real con in this whole situation is that if you're with a narcissist, You have all the power. The narcissist tries to make it so that you believe that you have none of the power. And essentially what happens in these entanglements is that one person is the slave and the other person is the master. And you know who is who, but it really is, I was going to say the exact opposite, not that the narcissist is a slave to you, but you are the more powerful one. You're the one with a full range of human emotions. A narcissist is limited always. I mean, imagine your life if every single thing in your life was fake. You know, everything you told people were lies. The way that you felt were lies. Everything's lies. You have no reality in your life except a misery you're always trying to overcompensate for because you have nothing. Think about my ex-in-laws. Here's B, my ex-father-in-law. You know, he is trying to destroy the mother of his grandchildren. Imagine if that's your life. That's your perspective. You want to hurt people who are raising your grandchildren, hurt people that have tried to be good to you. That's the narcissist. We've all tried to be good to our narcissist. We've been good to our narcissist. That's why we're with the narcissist, because somebody who had a stronger sense of self would not put up with this stuff. They know what they have and they're terrified of losing it. So they tighten the grip. They tighten the noose tighter and tighter and tighter so you never feel like you can leave. But we have to understand who the narcissist is. It's our perspective that's going to change everything. A narcissist only has the power that we give them. Now, we can't change the past, but we can change our perspective going forward. The way that we responded to the narcissist in the past, whatever else happened, that's already done. But how we move forward makes all the difference. I realize it's not as easy as, oh, you know what? Why didn't I think of that? But start learning and remembering who the narcissist is. They don't have any power on their own. They're not a real person. Your viewpoint on the narcissist is either going to be your advantage or your assassin. If you have the wrong viewpoint on the narcissist, if you give them more power than they have, you're going to damage your life significantly. You're going to end up like me with a narcissist for 20 years. Don't do that to yourself. You know, my daughter made me this flower pot, and on it says, no rain, no flowers. And it makes me think, everything we have to go through, you know, the pain we go through, that we've gone through, let it make something beautiful out of our life. Let us realize what's really going on. A weird thing about narcissism is that through all the pain of it, if you put it in the right perspective, and if you give yourself this new existence, you know, and giving yourself a new existence means you accept who the narcissist is and who they aren't, and move forward. Get yourself into a better position. I know it might take time, but remember who the narcissist is. They're like a baby. You know, think about a baby. You could take whatever you want from a baby. A narcissist doesn't have any power. They're weak. There's no emotion there. They're cruel, and they can hurt you with their cruelty and the things that they do. But if you stand tall and not let them see you upset, it'll go away. It will get better. All of us have to remember, it will get over. It will be over. It's not going to stay forever. You must see past your current pain in order to have the life of your dreams. I am going through this divorce. I know it's not going to be easy, but I have my whole life ahead of me. I have my life ahead of me with Joe. I'm excited and happy to live this life. So no matter what my ex does, I will walk through hell to get to heaven that's on the other side. I'm not going to let anything stop me now. I'll keep you updated. Please come with me. All of you, everybody who is in hell right now, keep walking. Don't lay down and die. Don't let the narcissist win. They really only have the power you give them. You have power from God. You have power from your own resolve, from your own brain, your own heart. The narcissist doesn't have any of that. You are the powerful one. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope it helped. Don't forget to stay tuned for Monday's video of the Sharon and Joe Show. We are going to highlight our animals, and I purposely have not counted how many animals I have. I don't know, but I do know it's more than 24. So I hope to see you on Monday with Joe, and you'll be able to meet all our animals and see a little bit of the house. I will, if you guys are interested, I'll do a house tour another time. This time you'll do kind of like a little bit, you'll see some of the house from where the animals are located. But if you want a house tour in the future, let me know. Joe and I would be happy to do that. So thank you so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Monday with the animals. Bye, everyone.